Hi, I'm Mike Dawson, Head of Sales at HomeLet Let Alliance.
Hi, I'm Eastman, Head of Legal at HomeLet Let Alliance.
Myself and Will are here today to talk you through the upgrades that we're making to our rent guarantee proposition in light of the introduction of the Renters' Rights Act from the 1st of May. The private rental sector is changing. It's going through a transformative overhaul in how we operate, and as a result of that, we've seen significant engagement in our rent guarantee proposition. Our rent guarantee book is growing exponentially, and landlords and letting agents have never been more focused on protecting rents as they are today. Our teams have worked in the background to come back with an enhanced proposition in light of the Act coming into play.
There's a lot of change in the market, as you say, Mike, and what's really interesting is that within HomeLet Let Alliance, it's supported alongside with Legal for Lettings, which is a legal team within the same group of companies, and that adds some real value to the product development of rent guarantee products and other product suite by having on-the-ground information of what's happening in the courts and in the market and what's coming up in the new legislation.
Yeah, one of the key USPs at HomeLet Let Alliance is the fact that we've got our own internal claims and legal team. So from inception of a policy all the way through to vacant possession and everything in between, we manage that end-to-end process in our office with delegated authority from the insurer. So it's not just about coverage, it's about smarter, more informed protection. One of the enhancements that we've made to our cover is to increase the limit of indemnity. We're going from 15 to 24 months or vacant possession, whichever comes sooner. And we're also doubling our limit of indemnity from £50,000 to £100,000.
We are, and that's from the 1st of May 2026, when the Renters' Rights Bill has some implementation of the further reforms, which include the abolishment of Section 21. Right now, people can issue a Section 21 notice with 2 months' notice at the end of a fixed term and use it for eviction without any reason, which from the 1st of May, you won't be able to do. Section 21 will be abolished, which means landlords can only rely on Section 8 with a valid ground for possession. Combine that with Section 21, you can have an accelerated paper-based procedure where you don't need a court hearing. With Section 8, every case will need a court hearing. In the courts, which are already in huge backlogs and overrun with cases for possession, there is no current suggestion of or consultation of court reform or digitisation. There's murmurs of it in the market, but nothing concrete, which means landlords are going to really benefit from that increased protection under rent guarantee.
By extending our rent guarantee coverage and the limit of indemnity from 15 months to 24 months and doubling the cover value from 50,000 to 100,000, we're now perfectly placed to support landlords and letting agents in the lead up to and beyond the implementation of the Act. Another of the benefits that we are protecting against is the changes in Section 13 now.
It is. So Section 13 notices are around today with 1 month's notice, but most landlords or letting agents will probably rely on a rent review clause within their tenancy or a further fixed term, which won't be a thing after the 1st of May. So all rent increases will need to be Section 13 notices with a 2-month notice period. Tenants will still have the right to object to the increase and go to the tribunal if they wish. And there's some changes around the rules of what the tribunal can do, as in today they might backdate the rental increase if they agree with it to the point of the notice. But post the 1st of May, they won't be able to do that. So it'll be from the date they make the determination, and they have the right to postpone it for up to 2 months thereafter. So Section 13 will be the only way to increase rents, only once every year. And of course, it has to be in line with market rate, which is really important. With all those changes under Section 13, the tribunal themselves are worried. They're recruiting more judges in the tribunal because there seems to be no reason for a tenant not to object to the rent and go to a tribunal.
We will protect the difference between the original and the proposed new rent until such a point that the tribunal act in our favour.
That's a great benefit on the policy, Mike. It's certainly something that I think the letting agents and landlords that I speak to every day will be appreciative of.
One of the unintended consequences that the market is expecting to see is that there'll be greater increases in rents over the forthcoming period of time.
They do, with the changes in Section 13. And so what we've done with the rent guarantee policy is we've adjusted some of the previous limitations where you could only increase the rent by 20% from the original reference. We're now allowing increases in rent of up to 10% per annum in line with market rates.
It's been great to talk to you today about all the additional benefits that we're making to our rent guarantee proposition. As the leading provider in the market, protecting over £2.25 billion worth of rent annually, supporting thousands of letting agents and hundreds of thousands of landlords across the country. We've also got benefits of our cover that agents make use of today.
We do. So we've got Section 8 cover in place already that covers rent arrears, breaches of the tenancy, things like antisocial behaviour, which I think will become more prevalent as a ground to be used post the 1st of May. It covers defended litigation, so if a tenant raises a defence to the possession proceedings, it covers that whilst covering your rent during that process. And of course we take care of all of the legal work, including the eviction process, which can be quite stressful for landlords. And then once the tenant is evicted or has vacated the property, there is the vacant possession payment, which is 3 months, up to 75% of the rent, whilst they find new tenants.
Yeah, and I think one of the key points that I just want to stress is the fact that service delivery is what HomeLet Let Alliance are renowned for, and that will continue. And as I said at the start, one of the key USPs of our proposition is that everything we do is managed by us, whether that's the policy inception, whether that's the claims process, or whether that's our expert legal team managing that process to seek a close to the case. Renters' rights is fast approaching. The May the 1st implementation date is days away now, it seems. And as our head of legal, Will, what would be your advice to all of our letting agents?
There's a few things I think people need to focus on. So within the first 30 days, written statement of terms needs to be issued for those that are relevant. So making sure you've got a plan in place for all of your tenancies. And then thinking about any new tenancies that are upcoming. And the tenancy agreements that you're going to use will be slightly different because there won't be fixed terms. So thinking about the paperwork is really important right now. And using things like our tenancy management platform is ideal because that is renters' rights compliant.
And then for every letting agent out there who's watching this video, I just want to highlight yet again, rent guarantee is the key topic, agenda item in any discussion that me and my team are having with letting agents across the country today. We're seeing a significant increase in demand for our proposition. We're seeing demand from landlords to understand more about the potential benefits of rent guarantee increase. I'm sure you're seeing that. More and more landlords are talking about the importance of guaranteeing the rent, protecting themselves post the introduction of the Act. And if you aren't prepared, if you aren't protecting the majority of your portfolio today, we're best placed to serve and protect you to ensure that you're delivering that for your landlords. So reach out to one of our friendly customer development managers, customer success executives. They'll be sure to give you more information and more detail. But also we've got a QR code that should be appearing on the screen now, I'm told. And if you scan that and follow that through, we will get in touch once you leave your details there. So thank you for listening.
Thank you.